Hi, my name is Spencer Rowe, and today I'm at Prime Motorcars Mercedes-Benz in Scarborough, Maine. To my right is a very exciting new vehicle here to the dealership. It arrived just a few days ago, the 2021 Mercedes-Benz E63S AMG Wagon. A lot of great things about this vehicle, things that make it special, and what I'm excited to go over in the video. But first, I'd like to rewind 34 years to 1987. We'll visit a classic car collector, an AMG fanatic in Canada named Paul Fingold. Now, Paul had a dream of a Mercedes-Benz wagon powered by an AMG, and he visited Classic Motors in Westmont, just south of Chicago, and commissioned the first ever Mercedes-Benz AMG wagon, branded the AMG E-Class Hammer. 1987, that vehicle cost him $190,000. It was the beginning of Mercedes-Benz AMG collections and wagons, and it wasn't until 2005 when Mercedes-Benz officially came out with the E55 AMG wagon. A lot has changed. Now we're in 2021 and we have a great design feature here, a lot of new changes. Let's take a closer look at the front end styling to the new 2021 E63. 2021 brings a lot of exciting new changes to this AMG wagon, including a new paint color, graphite gray metallic, not previously available on any other E63S models. Besides the paint, we have a lot of design features inside and outside the vehicle. We'll start with the front end, and you'll note a few differences here. Now, the similar, same frame and body, but a new facelift design from Mercedes-Benz. That includes headlights, grills, front bumpers, that front spoiler, all these new changes. So starting with the headlight, we have a new headlight design. It includes one singular daytime running light across the top of the headlight housing, and then two projector bulbs and LED flashers on the sides. A sleek new design. You'll see the overlay of that front face here over the top of the headlight gives it a very aggressive and sporting style. As we come along to the center, we'll see the Pan American styled grille, which includes those vertical slants, gives the grille a much more mean, much more aggressive look. Mercedes-Benz star in the middle. Now, this is a driver's assistance vehicle, which means there's radar units housed within this Mercedes-Benz star. So an easy way to tell if a vehicle has the driver's assistance package is getting this flush star on the front grille. If it doesn't have that, it doesn't have that package. Front camera as well, we'll see that later on in the video. Now, looking here at our front bumper, we have a much more aggressive front end, beautiful styling. You'll see this flared little arch over those front vents, and then another optional extra on this model. We'll see two parts. Our first part is the carbon fiber on that front lip. We'll see that return on the rear of the vehicle, but a very, very nice feature. Graphite gray metallic being much darker than the lighter selenite gray metallic color, and we'll also see parking sensors all around the front of the vehicle. We have a very nice flared hood line along here, giving it a much more aggressive look. Underneath that hood is a 4-liter bi-turbocharged V8. Let's take a closer look. Under the hood of a E63S AMG wagon is the M177, the official engine code for this 4-liter bi-turbocharged V8. Originally starting life in 2015 in the C63 with a single scroll turbo, and in 2016 came to the E63S with a bi-scroll turbo system. It produces 603 horsepower, 627 pound-feet of torque, and is routed to all 4 wheels via a 9-speed transmission and using the 4MATIC Plus system. Now, this vehicle, thanks to 603 horsepower, will do 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, and that is faster than the Dodge Charger Hellcat and Audi RS6 and a Shelby GT500. Quite a bit of power, goes to all 4 wheels. in an estate wagon vehicle. And of course, this is handcrafted in AMG's factories in Germany. So that means you'll see this placard right here. This is the gentleman who built this engine. Not a single other technician worked on it. He is the only one. It is handcrafted at the AMG facility. A really, really special point to this vehicle. And the individual options and special characteristics to this car continue as we move around the vehicle. Let's take a closer look at the rest of the exterior. Although Mercedes-Benz redesigned this vehicle for 2021, we keep the same basic shape we saw in the previous model year. Same kind of roofline, estate wagon styling. This vehicle actually is used in Formula One as the emergency medical vehicle. Clearly they know something about speed. As we take a look down the side of the car, very first we'll note the 20-inch AMG cross spoke forged wheels, and behind those forged wheels is a very special option. That is a carbon ceramic brake option that will cost you $8,950, but for good reason. There's a lot of really nice features incorporated with that carbon ceramic brake, including better fade resistance and more reinforced material. And as we come along the side of the car, we'll see those carbon ceramic brakes in the rear as well. They're a two-piece rotor made of carbon and ceramic compounds, similar to what's used in the AMG F1 race cars. They're 40% lighter and require less pedal pressure. You'll see the bronze-colored 6-pin piston calipers. These discs are carbon fiber reinforced ceramic material produced under vacuum conditions at over 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. They know something about heat and they react well to it. Taking a look at the wagon here, we have very nice aluminum trim along our window frame. Those forged wheels contrast very nicely from the graphite gray metallic. Chrome trim matching on our door handles, and if you take a closer look here, that door handle comes with a keyless entry system. So this button on the outside locks the vehicle. When you grab the handle, it unlocks the vehicle, and that's on all 4 doors. Taking a look at our mirror housing here, blind spot monitoring in our door mirrors. That blind spot system will alert you if there's a vehicle in your rear corner. Turn indicators on that mirror housing as well. A little bit more carbon fiber. We said it started with that front splitter. We see more carbon fiber here on our little front wing. V8 bi-turbo badging. The 4MATIC Plus is the all-wheel drive system. And then on top here, nice roof rails, because of course this is a wagon, which means if you're taking this to the mountains for a ski trip or for cross-country travel, having the ability to add crossbars and roof rack storage or ski racks or snowboard racks is a necessity, and it's here on this vehicle. As we come along to the rear of the car, you'll see body lines kind of across the back, really nice styling from Mercedes-Benz, and around to the rear, a beautiful LED taillight connection here, a new part for 2021. We've seen some changes. We'll see more changes for 2021 as we go throughout the vehicle, but let's start taking a look at our taillights. A new block design includes a whole new LED light setup. Looks very nice, very modern. LEDs, of course, being brighter, they illuminate faster, they're stronger lights, they're easier to see in bad conditions. Not only do they last a heck of a lot longer than regular traditional light bulbs, but they are a lot safer as well. AMG E63S badging. As we come down to the rear of the vehicle, this is where we see the continuation of carbon fiber in this model around our rear diffuser and our dual tip exhaust. Our rear diffuser here on the rear, much like the under tray of a race car, giving it a very stylish component. And also new for 2021, if we take a closer look here at our tailpipes. A new fluted design around the exterior of the tailpipe gives it a very cool look. AMG badging along the inside of that as well. And to match some of the chrome along our window frame, a nice chrome deck lid across the back. It's an absolutely beautiful vehicle. A lot of very nice features inside the car as well. We'll come along here to the passenger side. One thing I want to note, of cool feature in the Mercedes-Benz. Without a gas release, you just press on that cover, and if your vehicle is unlocked, it opens right up. Easy to store your gas cap. Here you'll see all of your tire pressures, your minimum octane readings, and a new thing from Mercedes-Benz is the rescue card. This is scanned by any QR code reader, especially by emergency services. This gives them information in regards to where all of their entry points are in the event of an accident. So it tells them where the airbags, where the fuel lines, where all these safety components are in the vehicle, so they know how to safely enter a vehicle in case there's an accident and they need to reach its occupants. A little known feature, but a very cool safety feature from Mercedes-Benz. One thing I do want to note too, these vehicles are very, very well built, and a cool feature of the Mercedes-Benz lineup, and specifically with this wagon of course too, is the way that the vehicles are built, designed along with its doors. So you'll see folding doors kind of pocket into each other. So if you take a look here at this quarter panel, you'll see how this door folds into the driver's door up in the front. So what happens is these two doors are overlaid, which means in the event of an accident, they kind of cross over each other and aren't stuck closed. If the doors are built like this and they pivot just like this, those doors can get jammed together, and this is easier safety entry for anyone who the vehicle's been in an accident. It's a very, very nice feature. Moving along the car, again, beautiful, beautiful vehicle. Graphite gray metallic being that new color. That 4MATIC Plus system has a lot of great features, including an adjustable all-wheel drive system. Now what that means is this goes way beyond just turning off your traction control and your stability control. This means this vehicle can switch power from all four wheels to just the rear too. So with a few flips of a switch and some shifty moving, you can actually revert this to a rear wheel drive vehicle, which means all 603 horsepower is going to those two back wheels. A lot to talk about in this vehicle and a lot to talk about in the interior as well. Let's take a closer look at the inside of the E63S AMG wagon. Inside the E63S AMG, we can take a closer look at the interior, but first I'd like to talk about the options available specifically on this vehicle. So this is my options MSRP pricing for this model. The 2021 E63S4S, which is the option code for the wagon. The base price is $112,450. That's before any options included on the vehicle. Graphite gray metallic is a $720 paint option. This vehicle is equipped with the 561 black exclusive Napa leather interior. Options are as follows down this list right here, and we end with a total MSRP of $131,335. Of course, that's excluding fees and taxes. Starting with the options available, first and foremost, the driver's assistance package. Now, I mentioned this earlier on in the video, and that's because that's the active distance assistant DISTRONIC. That's the radar guided cruise control. And earlier in the video, I mentioned that's the system you see in the Mercedes-Benz Star in the center grille. That's where the radar systems are housed for that package. Now, this includes extended restart by stop and go traffic. That means the vehicle can include stop and go traffic in its radar guided cruise control systems. DISTRONIC Plus with steering assist actually takes a little bit more control than just the cruise control radar settings. That means that with your hands on the steering wheel, the vehicle can read the lanes in the road, and to an extent, it can turn and drive the vehicle. Now, of course, you do have to be physically holding the steering wheel and be driving the vehicle, but it's as close as we're getting currently in this vehicle to autonomous driving. PRESAFE impulse side. A couple other options available within the driver's assistance package, and those include some safety features like PRESAFE impulse side. What this does is this protects the occupants in the vehicle in the event of an accident even more than the standard Mercedes-Benz car already would. That means that in the event of a collision, based on where the impact is coming from, the vehicle will use the seatbelt tensioners to adjust and move the passenger in the seat away from the accident. It also tightens all 3 points in the seatbelt and loosens to minimize whiplash. Speed limit assist and active speed limit assist will alert you of the speed limit of the road you're currently driving on. Active speed limit assist will actually adjust your speed based on the street signs that it sees out on the road. Moving down from driver's assistance, a very nice package to have. Exterior lighting package is your LED intelligent light system that includes adaptive high beam. So it's adaptive high beam assist and curve illumination, active curve illumination. So what that means is this vehicle not only has a full LED light system, but those lights move with the road. So as you are driving, as you're adjusting, that car can adjust the headlights for dips like on a hilly road or out in the country, and it can turn the lights for a curvy road, hairpin turns. It adjusts the lights in the vehicle to not illuminate just straight ahead of the vehicle, but where you're actually going. A fabulous safety feature to have. This does have the sun protection package, which includes manual rear seat sunshades, an acoustic comfort package, which is increased cabin insulation, infrared glass, and an increased insulation in your windshield. So the acoustic comfort package from the beginning building of the vehicle includes more increased cabin insulation in the doors, in the frame of the vehicle, and then within the windshield and glass as well. An unknown fact about the acoustic comfort package: if you have a vehicle with this option and you have any sort of easy pass or radar systems, there are 2 places in the windshield that you need to put that device. Because this is infrared glass, it stops the radio frequencies from transmitting. So in the front of the vehicle, you won't be able to see it on camera perhaps, but there's a square right here in the front and then right here in the top right corner of the windshield. There are little squares designating that's where your easy passes, your trans passes, your radar detectors would have to go for them to be usable with the infrared glass. Now, we already saw the carbon fiber elements in the exterior carbon fiber package. That includes the front splitter, the rear side fenders, and that rear diffuser as well. It's $17.50 for the exterior carbon fiber packages, but a very, very nice feature. As I mentioned earlier in the video as well, carbon ceramic braking system, $8,950, but a huge, huge option available in this model, brings racing design elements to this vehicle. In this particular model, our 20-inch AMG cross spoke forged wheels are available. We have silver seat belts, and another very nice option we have is active multi-contour seats with massage. So that offers a very adjustable seat and 8 different massage modes as well. We have natural grain, black ash wood, which we'll take a look through the vehicle as well. All of these options bring us from a base price of $112,450 to $131,335. A lot to discuss, a lot of options to look at in the vehicle. Let's take a closer look at the interior. The changes continuing on the interior of the vehicle. We saw the outside, we saw the facelift, the redesign in 2021, and now we get to see the changes on the inside. Now this is primarily to the steering wheel, the digital instrument cluster, and the multimedia system. The overall bones and construction and layout of the E-Class's interior is still the same. This change came in 2018 with a redesign to the E-Class model, and they're keeping that similar body styling and flow inside the dashboard. So starting with the steering wheel, this particular vehicle has a leather wrapped top and bottom, and then a Dynamica suede insert here on both sides of the steering wheel. Newly designed shift paddles, you'll see a nice kind of U-shaped design in the shift paddle, and then a kind of 4-bar styled, more aggressive styled steering wheel with a singular center horn and a much more round design. A lot of very nice options on this steering wheel. We'll start with the left and right sides. These little touch pads here control the left and right screens respectively. So this option allows you to sort through different visual modes, different options and different informations. Your rev counter, your mileage, your speedometer can all be displayed right here on that screen, and then you can adjust the left and right sides as well. So you can control your navigation, you can show your RPMs, and then same with the left side. You can also adjust your left side screen to be your radio, your speedometer, your trips from reset, your clock, your rev counter, all of these things very, very easy to do. The right side controls the right screen respectively, and I'll take a closer look at that a little bit later on. Below our touchpad controls, we have two different options here on the left and right. On the left, it is your cruise control settings, and on the right is your voice, volume, and phone control settings. Cruise control gives us our speed adjustment, our on and off, our zoom and cancel, and because this is a driver's assistance vehicle, it gives us our adjustment for following the vehicle in front. So this you can closely or more loosely follow the vehicle in front of you, gives you different vehicle lengths. On the right side, we have voice control, which is a part of our new MBUX system we'll take a look at, our favorites, our volume adjustment, and our answer and hang up for our phone. Now down below, part of the AMG styling in the vehicle, we have a couple different options here. Things I want to get into a little bit later on in the video, but you'll see adjustments right here. I'll point these out as we go over the options. Behind the steering wheel, we have a really nice selection of two stocks here. So the one on the right is our gear shifter. To put the vehicle into reverse, we put our foot on the brake, we push up on this gear selector, and voila, our rear view camera appears. We have parking sensors around the vehicle as well. And in the center instrument cluster, a big yellow reverse comes up, giving us a very, very nice view. When we put the vehicle in drive, there's our little designator down there in the corner showing drive. And to put the vehicle in park, you press the silver little button on the end and the vehicle is back in park. Now on the left, we have our automatic wiper adjustment, our high beams, and our turn indicators. Now like any vehicle, your turn indicators are easy enough to operate. Your high beams, you push forward and there our high beams are on, and you pull the high beam lever towards you to flash your high beams. A lot of really nice features to use, and we have a windshield washer fluid release right here on the left side of that stock. Now we do have automatic rain sensing wipers as well as automatic lights. So we put our lights into automatic. They will turn on when you go through a tunnel. When there's any sort of light that the vehicle is not getting a certain amount of light, the automatic lights will automatically turn on. Now we have an upgraded Burmeister surround sound system in this vehicle. There is an option for a higher 3D surround sound vehicle option that includes more speakers. This model does not have it, but still as standard, a very nice surround sound system, metal machined finishes there for the speaker housings. And to the left, we have our seat adjustments. Now this does not include our active multi-contour seats with massage. I'll point out how to use that feature later on. What this does have is our heated and our ventilated seat option, so easy enough to control. You have 3 different levels. They will go down automatically over time. And then here you have your seat adjustment and memory seating. You have an automatic power headrest, your rear seat rest. You can adjust the whole entire rear of the seat forward. And then you have a nice thigh support. This fills in the space behind your knees. A very nice feature to have. Anyone who's a little bit taller or going for a longer drive, that gives a lot of pressure, relieves a lot of pressure underneath your legs, makes it much more comfortable. Door handle release, lock and unlock, window control, and mirror adjustment all down here for the driver. And then taking a look at the passenger side, you will see a beautiful black natural grain wood trim flowing across the dashboard into the door panel. Mercedes designed a very sweeping design across the dash into the door, so it's a very fluid connection between the two. The wood almost seems to continue across all the different components of the vehicle. Power and memory seats for the passenger as well. A few other physical controls to mention: you have your dual zone climate control system, your air distribution, your fan speed, your automatic climate, your max defrost for the windshield, your rear defrost for the rear window, your climate control sync, so you can sync both sides to the same temperature, your air adjustment, and your air conditioning. We have telephone, navigation, radio, and setting shortcuts. We have our favorites and our hazards, and of course AMG styling here in our center console. Along the bottom, a couple very nice features specific to the AMG, and this is where these little drive selectors here in the steering wheel come into play. So number one on the left is our dynamic vehicle control, and when we use this switch, you'll see on the screen an adjustment. It defaults to comfort mode, which means the engine gives out a moderate amount of power, and it has a basic suspension and exhaust control. As you change between comfort and sport plus, we go to a much more powerful exhaust note, we go to a much more stiffer suspension, and it also changes the throttle response. Now, staying in comfort, there's a way to individually adjust these as well. You do have a manual shifting mode, so this M right here engages my shift paddles and shift paddles only. So now in that little manual mode, these are the only things that will change gear in the vehicle. You'll still select drive and reverse with this shifter, but you'll be shifting through the gears, all 9 of them, through these paddle shifters. Below that option is your adjustable suspension. Now you'll see when you switch into Sport and you switch into Sport Plus, it automatically selects both 1 and 2 in the suspension options. Now, staying in comfort, I can automatically adjust my suspension as well. We have a traction control release, which means we are turning the traction control off in this vehicle. On the opposite side, on the right, we do have a regular volume adjuster here. Another part that changes in Sport and Sport Plus is the AMG Performance exhaust, a very important option. And of course, we press this button here and the engine, the exhaust opens up, really changes the tone, the throatiness from it, the gravel to the exhaust, a much louder, much more aggressive sound. It's nice to have the option of turning it off if you're just cruising down the highway. Automatic start stop at the engine at a light, and our parking sensors as well. A lot of very nice features in this vehicle. I want to talk a little bit about the interior leather. This is an exclusive Napa leather option. We'll show some close-up video clips of the specific components you get in the seating, but you do get beautiful Napa leather across the dashboard, the seats, and the door panels. Silver seat belts, an option in this vehicle, ties in very nicely with the piping around the seat and the contrast stitching across the top of the dash and the door panels as well. It's a very nice interior. The Napa leather is a much more soft, much more luxurious leather. Really a very, very nice option and a very comfortable interior to be in. Now, one of the larger components in the facelift and redesign of the 2021 E-Class, besides the headlights and taillights and besides the steering wheel adjustment, arguably one of the biggest changes is our multimedia system. Let's take a closer look at MBUX. So, MBUX, Mercedes-Benz User Experience, is a new multimedia and touchscreen system from Mercedes-Benz, replacing all of its previous phone, navigation, radio, Bluetooth options. So this is a fantastic new system. We're seeing this in the line of SUVs, and it's making its way into the line of sedans and wagons, coupes and cabriolets. Soon we'll see this in every single Mercedes-Benz model, but this is the first year it's available in the E-Class, and consequently the E63S AMG wagon. So what makes this so much better than the previous systems? Well, for one, it's touchscreen. We haven't had that in Mercedes-Benz before. It's incredibly fluid and easy touchscreen to use. It's responsive. It's not overly touchy. It's a very, very easy system to navigate through. This main menu here is going to show us our phone control, our navigation, our radio, our multimedia, our comfort features, our track pace, which is an option here on this vehicle, our performance, our Mercedes apps, and our settings. Now I'll briefly kind of run through each one of these options, starting with the phone. Very easy to connect a device. We'll click here, connect new device. You pair your phone. It only takes just a moment. What's also unique about this is that you can pair two phones at once. And that's not just having two phones in your devices that you have to click back and forth to. That means two phones can be connected at the same time, can receive phone calls at the same time. Both you and your passenger can have your phone connected and use the Bluetooth system. Now to press this little home button in the top left corner brings us back to the main menu. Press it again. It centers on these three options. Second, after phone, is navigation. Now this has superseded all other Mercedes-Benz navigation systems. It is so much easier to use, and number one, it is easy to enter a destination. And what I mean by that is, instead of having to click through lots of different options, we click where to and we type in an address. So if I type in 137 US Route 1 in Scarborough, Maine, which happens to be, oh, missed a T, which happens to be our address, then right here we'll see 137 US Route 1 come up, and now it'll give us all the different options. You'll note there's a 137 US Route 1 in Falmouth, in Cumberland, in Yarmouth, but we are in Scarborough, Maine, 04074. We click that address and we click this gold arrow right here, and our navigation begins. Now you can click and you can zoom in and out of this menu. You'll see we really don't have very far to go because we are already here at the dealership. That is one side of our parking lot, that is the other, so not a very far distance to travel. We click this little button on the left. It brings up our route overview. Again, a very, very easy system to use, and there's a few shortcuts as well. To cancel your navigation, you simply press this button right here and it cancels the navigation. You can use this as a home button as well, so if you save a home address, you just click that button and boom, you're headed home. Easy to use. Radio, also incredibly easy to navigate. You do have Sirius radio, FM and AM capabilities. Now to change channels, you can use voice control, you can use many other options, but here all you have to do is slide through this menu, changing all of your stations, selecting your presets. Very, very easy to do. Same with FM. It's a breeze to kind of just click through options. An easy system to navigate. Media is a part of our Bluetooth control. So with our phone Bluetooth, we can play music right through the phone. We'll play it right on this little section right here. Comfort, this is where we see an option I mentioned earlier, which is your massage featuring. You have 8 different massage options available. You have hot relaxing back, hot relaxing shoulder, active, classic, wave massage, my personal favorite. To start one of these massage options, you click on it, you click this little play button right here, and a little graphic inside the seat will show you and adjust and show you kind of how the rollers are going to be moving. You can also include a high intensity exhaust massage, which means it really changes. It makes it much more aggressive, easy to turn off just with the touch of a button like that. Seat comfort, a couple of things. Seat kinetics, you can relax with slight seat movement. What that means is it slightly moves the seat just to help you relax, but nothing too dramatic. Lumbar, you can adjust manually right from here. So instead of just a little button, you can adjust your lumbar precisely how you like it with a very descriptive system right here. Now, another part of the active multi-contour seat is adjustable side bolsters. You can tighten and widen the side bolsters on this option. So you'll see there that's glowing. These are actually tightening into my side as I change the adjustment. And another great option, dynamic seat. What this means is when I'm driving the vehicle and I am turning sharply to the right, the bolster on the right is going to hug my side and move in a little bit and adjust, so it keeps me firmly in the center of the seat. It's a very, very nice option to have. You can also adjust the heated seat balance if you want more heated seat in the backrest, more heated seat on the bottom or right in the middle. A little cool little feature to adjust. Ambient lighting, of course. What's the point of a exotic, super fast car without glowing lights surrounding it? So we can adjust all of our ambient light. This is our brightness zone, so you can adjust the front, the rear, and the display brightness. You can do that for different zones as well. And when we go into color, there's a couple different options. Multicolor, which gives me a plethora of different color options, which include, a little bit of green, a little bit of red, but it gives you different colors in different aspects of the vehicle. If I turn multicolor off, it gives me just a regular ring bar of 64 different colors to choose from. So if I want blue, if I want white or pink or red or purple or teal or green or yellow or orange, I can adjust that. I do find blue is probably the brightest and most noticeable. During the day, it's not as bright. At night, it glows like a spaceship. Easy to get out of all of these menus here. We just click back on the home button and it comes right up from here. AMG Track Pace, a very fun option. You are only supposed to be using it on tracks and not on any active roads. The car is telling me right now there are no tracks in the vicinity. We're in Scarborough, Maine. We don't have a racetrack nearby, but if we did, this would help us with our lap times, our telemetry. It gives me all the details. You can drive it to the start line, you can measure distances, you can measure routes, you can measure maps. It gives you different track options here, so it tells you where tracks are. Of course, we do not have a European racetrack 3.6 miles from us, but we can wish. It gives us drag race starting, so it begins drag racing telemetry. It gives you your speed options, your different speeds, your entry. It really goes through, gives you a lot of nice features, and connects to the Track Pace app, which means you can track all of your vehicles' racing information right from your phone. You can show all your friends how quickly you flew around the Nürburgring in your 2021 Mercedes-Benz E63S Wagon. Now, this being an AMG vehicle, of course, you have to be able to see all of your performance information. So this gives you your G-forces, this gives you your different vehicle speeds, your wheel and engine response. Here it shows us how much horsepower we're using, which at the current moment is 0 because we are in park. It gives us torque use, it gives us fuel consumption, it gives us a lot of very good information to use. Mercedes Me is the remote start app that comes with the vehicle. You can start the car, you can lock it, you can unlock it, you can locate the vehicle on a map, you can do all those things right from this little component here, and you do it right from your smartphone. If we go into settings, this gives us quick access to all of our safety systems, all of our assistance for cameras and parking, traffic sign, lane keeping assist, active braking, which is our collision prevention, attention assist, blind spot assist. Vehicle settings include panel heating, standard in the 2021 Mercedes-Benz E-Class, and what was not standard before is the warmth and comfort package. That includes rapid heating front seats and heated center and door armrests. So a very, very nice feature to have, and for the first year, it is a standard option. You can go through and adjust all of these different settings right here in the settings menu, but easy to navigate. The car has a beautiful, beautiful selection of options. Let's take a closer look at the interior. As I mentioned, this vehicle has an exclusive Napa leather interior. I want to give you a closer look here at all of the features. So we have beautiful stitching across our door panel, that natural green black wood trim, all of our seat controls and speaker faces, a very, very nice interior, beautiful stitching across the dashboard. We have a very nice dynamic suede steering wheel. And then moving, you'll see that panoramic roof, a beautiful option on this vehicle. Lets in lots of natural light, really opens up the cabin. And then take a look at those seats. This is a comfort seat. You can have an AMG performance seat as well, which is a much thinner, much more aggressively bolstered seat. This is nicer for that daily driver, that daily commuter, which is what we see a lot in the E63 wagon. Beautiful silver piping and stitching on the seat, matches the silver seat belts. Really a very, very nice option. I want to show you one other piece of the E63. Let's take a closer look at the trunk. To open your tailgate, all you have to do is click the button right underneath the Mercedes-Benz star or use your key fob. That trunk opens up very, very nicely. We have a trunk mat in the rear, but you can see lots of storage space in the vehicle. We have a privacy cover that comes across as well, up and over, so it can cover anything you have in the rear, but a very spacious interior with the rear seats folded down. We have 64 cubic feet of storage, a lot of room inside the vehicle. That's the whole point to the wagon. This is a 603 horsepower estate vehicle. Lots of space to travel around. You could carry the dogs, pets, the children, anything you need, have in the vehicle. A lot of very, very nice options and a lot of space. We wanted to put together an extensive video tour of this model because there are so many things that make it unique, and we're so excited about the 2021 model year. If there are features that we did not cover in the video, please comment below. We're happy to answer questions or can make a follow-up video to show you. If you have any questions in general about the vehicle, availability, ordering, or transporting the vehicle to you, we're more than happy to help. We transport vehicles all over the United States, so we arrange all the shipping, paperwork. We make it as easy as possible to purchase a vehicle from us, have it delivered right to your driveway without ever having to leave the house. So if you have any questions, my name is Spencer Rowe. I'm happy to answer them for you. You can comment on the video or you can reach out to me directly. My personal cell phone number is 207-210-4796. You can call me or you can text me. My email is sroe, that's SROE, @driveprime.com. Once again, we are at Prime Motor Cars Mercedes-Benz in Scarborough, Maine. This is the 2021 Mercedes-Benz E63S AMG wagon. If you liked the video, would like to see more videos like it, please subscribe to our page below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.